Hello, Peter here again, your Pinoy accountant. And in this video, pag-usapan natin yung DTI Trustmark, yung mga frequently asked questions. So, yung number one question is, tuloy ba yung September 30 na deadline ng Trustmark being mandatory dun sa lahat ng mga e-commerce businesses na Philippines? So, the answer is yes. So, currently, wala pang nilalabas na advisory or hindi pa nila nire-retract yung previously issued nila na administrative order na nire-require, mandatory requirement na yung pag-obtain ng DTI Trust Mark. So, yon as of today, wala pa tayong ibang pwedeng gawin but to prepare for the documents or prepare for the registration of our DTI Trust Mark so that we can still continue doing business over the internet or using the e-commerce. So, ito yung mga frequently asked questions. Number one is, where do I get my registration number? So, depende yan. If you are under DTI, you will use your DTI Certificate of Business Name Registration. So, makita nyo doon yung certificate number and the business name number. So, after this slide, papakita ko yung mga example naman, yung sample na to. So, if you are, under SEC or corporation kayo or partnership, you will use your certificate of incorporation. Nakalagay din doon yung inyong registration number. So, if cooperative naman kayo, under kayo ng CDA or the Cooperative Development Authority. And sa certificate of registration ninyo, you will see dun sa upper right yung registration number ninyo. So, ipapakita ko na sa inyo yung ating mga samples. So, ayan. So, ano ba yung nag-apply sa atin dito? Mostly of us, if not all, mga sole proprietors tayo. So, we are under DTI. So, ito yung example natin ng DTI is itong Certificate of Business Name Registration. So, sa baba, makita nyo dyan, the certificate number. Ito, 00849744. So, yan yung registration number ninyo. So, yung iba naman nakalagay dyan is the business name number. So, depende kung anong year kayo. So, yung mga medyo bago is business name number na yung nakalagay dyan. So, if ano naman kayo, partnership or corporation, dito naman kayo sa Certificate of Incorporation ninyo, and issued by the Securities and Exchange Commission or the SEC. Sa upper right, you can see it here, yan yung registration number ninyo. And then, same with the CDA, or if cooperative kayo, nasa upper right then na portion is your registration number. So, ayan. So, napakadali lang. Spot nyo lang kung ano yung inyong registration number using your DTI, SEC, and your CDA Certificate of Registration. So, proceed na tayo. So, number 2 is for BMBE, how to avail the less na 1,000 pesos on initial application. So, one of the benefits ng pag BMBE kayo, yung initial natin, yung first application natin is matatanggal yung 1,000 pesos or less tayo ng 1,000 pesos. But the following year, sa renewal, is hindi na tayo, wala na tayong less 1,000. So, saan ba makita yan? Actually, dun sa documents portion, if nagre-register na kayo, ongoing yung registration ninyo, makita nyo dito sa baba, actually, bago lang to nila nilagay is, are you Barangay Microbusiness Enterprise, BMB registered? So, piliin nyo lang yung yes and then choose nyo yung file, yung BMBE certificate ninyo. Because previously, wala to actually. Sa previous, pwede nyo ilagay siya doon sa other permits. But this time, yan, nakalaan na talaga. Nilagyan nila mismo ng portion kung saan pwede nyo i-upload yung BMBE certificate ninyo. So, ayan. So, third question is, how do I know that my application is successfully submitted? So, madami pa din nagtatanong is, actually, madami nagkakaproblema is, I think it's because of the connection or madami lang yung gumagamit ng kanilang website. So, hindi nila alam if na successful ba yung pag-submit ng kanilang application. So, you will know first, madaming dito indicator kung paano nyo malalaman. You will receive itong prompt na after yung i-submit yung application ninyo, you will receive itong prompt na you have successfully registered and then confirmation sent to your email please wait for approval. So, yung approval nga nito is within 7 days pa naman. So, sa email, ito, makikita nyo din to. Good day. Thank you for submitting your application for the e-commerce Philippine Trustmark or the ECPT. So, bibigyan kayo ng reference number. Ayan. And then, doon din mismo sa dashboard niyo, makikita nyo dito yung status niya is hindi na draft. Pag draft niyan, ibig sabihin hindi nyo successfully na-submit yung inyong application. So, dapat ang nakalagay dyan is under evaluation. So, ibig sabihin, na-receive na nila ang inyong application and yung mga attached na documents na sinubmit ninyo. So, ayan. So, number 4. So, how do we know naman if na-approved yung ating application? So, yung ano niyan is mag-email din naman sila na approved na ang inyong application. So we have here an example. Ito, yan. Good day, the DTI E-Commerce Bureau is pleased to inform you that your application for E-Commerce Philippine Trust Mark has been approved. Ayan. So ibig sabihin, once approved na, yon, pwede nyo nang i-process yung payment. So sa dashboard, makita nyo, yung status niyan is approved na. 'Di ba? Kanina draft yan eh. So yung next natin na gagawin is, of course, kailangan natin magbayad so that we can download yung ating QR and the certificate. So, i-click nyo lang itong may action dito, yung it's like an mata na icon. I-click nyo yung mata na icon and then lalabas may mga tabs doon and may payment na tabs. So, yun yung fifth question actually is how do I pay and get my QR code and certificate. So, ayun nga, yung may ano dito, mata na icon, i-click nyo and then may mga tabs na lalabas doon. Piliin nyo doon sa may dulo banda is yung payment na tab. So, i-click yung payment na tab and once na-click nyo, ayan, may summary doon na yung breakdown nung fees. So, application or the web admin fee, documentary stamp tax na 30. So, yung total yan is 1,130 if hindi kayo BMBE. If BMBE kayo, 130 lang because yung first na initial application ng BMBE is wala, exempted sa 1,000. So, yung next step niyan is may button doon na make payment. I-click nyo lang yung make payment na button. And then, lalabas na yung mga options. Actually, may GCash and then you can use your debit card, credit card. So, yung mostly na yung ginagamit nito is GCash. So, once pinili nyo yung GCash, may magpa-prompt na QR code ng GCash and then you will use your cellphone and then i-scan nyo yung QR code using your cellphone and then after mga seconds lang actually, after some seconds or a minute or two, ayun, successfully, magpa-prompt naman na successful yung payment ninyo. And then, after nun, mada-download nyo na actually, if successful yung pag-payment ninyo, may QR code na kaagad kayo. Ito yung example ng QR code. And then, may download button dyan actually. So, pwede nyo nang ma-download agad-agad once successfully paid na ang inyong fees. And yung certificate naman din, is may tab doon na certificate na tab. I-click nyo lang yung tab na certificate and nandun din, pwede nyo nang i-download ang inyong certificate. Ayan. So, yun lang ating video for today. We just talked about itong mga frequently asked questions about dun sa DTI Trust Mark. And for now, yun nga, tuloy pa yung implementation ng September 30 deadline. So, hintayin na lang natin if there will be some other advisories. So, ayun, mag-subscribe kayo sa ating YouTube channel. And if may mga updates naman, i-update ko kaagad kayo. Ayan. So, yun lang ating video for today. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in our next videos.